What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and finally, we are here for the ultimate showdown. Thor versus Beta Ray Bill. Who is the stronger? And I have these guys virtually built exactly the same. There are a couple minor differences. So let's take a look at them in our comparison and see what's different. So we're going to be using both their leadership. So in Thor's case, he just has this increased lightning resistance by 50%, which isn't going to help him all. In Beta Ray's case, he has this 60% increase to lightning damage. Now, some of you are going to say, well, that's an advantage. Well, it is an advantage, but it is a part of his kit. And I just want to test these characters based on their power level, without any leaderships, without any support. Just how strong are they alone as a character? So it is all fair because Beta Ray's leadership is a part of his kit. At least the way that I look at it. As far as the energy attack, Thor has 35,600 energy attack. Beta Ray Bill has 34,000. So Thor does have an advantage in energy attack, even though Beta Ray is getting that 60% lightning damage increase, although Thor does have a uniform, and that's really what's helping him out. Thor also has almost max attack speed, 57 crit rate, which will be maxed out from his fourth skill. He also has 191 critical damage, almost max ignore defense, and max skill cooldown, and he has 71% dodge. Well, Beta has almost max attack speed, pretty much the same. His crit rate is going to be maxed out from his fourth skill, which is funny because Thor is going to be maxed out from his fourth skill as well. Beta has 190 critical damage, so their critical damage is within a little over 1% within each other, which is very close. Beta does have max ignore defense, but 1% isn't much at all. He has max skill cooldown. Dodge doesn't matter in Beta Ray's case. Beta Ray Bill, as far as skills, all their skills are leveled out at 6. They both have a fully awakened Power of Angry Hulk set. And then this is the big difference right here. Thor has a CTP of Rage, which is definitely arguably better than the CTP of Judgment. And this is something else to keep in mind. This all attack is really bumping up Beta Ray's attack as well, plus he's getting the extra chain hit damage. The decreased all resistance isn't useful at all, but he does get the increased damage proc by 200%. Both the Judgment and the Rage proc the same way. Whenever they proc, during the 5-second duration, the proc stays engaged. It doesn't get canceled like what it does with, say, a proc like this, where it's only increased damage by whatever percent for one attack. So after you do that one attack, or you just cancel, like if you hit the 5th skill during this proc and then you cancel another skill, this proc disengages. Whereas with the Judgment or Rage, it stays engaged. So in that respect, they're the same, but the effect of the proc is different. You're getting an increased damage to all element damage by 200% here, and you're getting a ignore boss damage decrease by 60% here. So it's a little bit different mechanism, and really which is what makes the Rage actually better. So in that respect, Thor does have a little bit of an advantage, and he does have a little bit more attack. Thor also has a mythic uniform where Beta Ray has nothing. He has no uniform. And I got the dodge, I got max energy attack here, I got the extra HP, max dodge here, and then we got critical damage here. So I could build up Thor, and honestly I could build up Beta Ray a little bit more if I really wanted to. Now, let's go for the old test. Oh, real quickly, let's talk about one more quick thing, sorry. On Thor's tier 3, he gets this all defense down and stacks up to 70%, and he gets an increased damage by 35% for one attack. If you cancel the tier 3, you lose the increased damage by 35% for one attack. And you'll see we're pretty much going to run the tier 3 till it runs its course. And then also for Beta Ray Bill, on his Awaken skill, look at this. He has lightning resistance down that stacks up to 50%. He does have the damage accumulation. Thor has the damage accumulation on his 4th skill, but Beta Ray's is 0.7% on his Awakened skill. But he doesn't have any accumulation on his other skills. But he does have the increased damage by 100% for one attack on his 3rd skill. Whereas Thor actually has damage accumulation on his 4th skill, and he gets a massive 60% all attack So really, Thor does have the advantage. He is getting like more buffs than Beta Ray Bill, but he's getting a 0.6% increase of all attack on his accumulation instead of a 0.7%. So you would think with the all defense down that Thor is definitely going to do more damage. We'll go against Ebony first. We'll go to stage 80. And we're just going to use his leadership. No extra support, no strikers. And let's see what we do here. And really, Thor's all defense down is really what's going to make the difference in these specific world bosses, other than Null or the last two phases of Thanos. Okay? And, okay, we just want to get that buff from that fourth skill. We want to watch out here. We want to watch out. Get around, oh boy. Okay. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. There we go. Here we go. Here goes the damage. And it's kind of funky, you know, when you don't have the co-op skill to use. Tier 3. Okay, so we already went into the next phase in under 1 minute. So already in the next phase in under 1 minute. That wasn't even a perfect run by any means. So now let's put in Beta Ray and see what he does. Okay, so let's find our boy. There we go. Let's see what he does. All right. And move. And nice, nice, nice. Oh. Oh, crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. And the proc came a bit late. So they are pretty damn close. Honestly, they're pretty damn close. That run with Thor wasn't really the greatest. Actually, he could have done a little bit better than that. So they're almost pretty much tied with my current builds. Now, remember, I'm just coming in here on a whim and I'm just running these. So, you know, obviously, if your proc lands at different points of the time of the skill, you're going to do different amounts of damage, especially with Thor or even Beta Ray Bill. Like my proc came pretty late just now on my Awakened skill. On Thor, we didn't have a very good run. Proc was coming very late on the 4th skill. Wasn't getting really when we wanted it. So, man, they're pretty damn close. Wow. That's actually surprising. That's very surprising. Very, very close in that little test. Now let's go against Null. And we'll just do stage 2. And we'll do the same thing. We'll start off with Thor. And we'll go ahead and use these specific strikers. Because now we're going to use the co-op skill as well. Which actually helps the damage of both these characters. Okay, alright. And I'm just going to keep him in there whenever the symbiote shows up. I'm just going to keep him in there. Okay, run away, run away, run away. Okay, the symbiote's going to show up. It's going to show up. Tier 3. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. Ooh. Come on, come on, ooh, come on. Alright, wanted to get that max buff from Thor's 4th skill. We're just waiting. We want to get that buff. Tier 3. And we're really just going to see how long it takes him to go into the next phase. Now, something to note is we finally got caught in symbiote once, just one time. Okay, whoa, watch out, watch out, watch out. And I want to get my 4th skill ready so we can get our accumulation. Ooh, okay. And there's our tier 3. Man, even without the all deepest sound, Thor really does put in the work. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And okay. So that was like 3 minutes and 12 seconds is actually when that hit. So 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Now let's see what Beta Ray does. And remember, we only got entangled in the symbiote once. So keep that in mind. We got entangled in the symbiote once. We got to take that into account. 3 minutes and 12 seconds is what we got down to. Let's see how fast Beta Ray does it. Okay, nice, nice. Good damage. And, you know, really a lot of these damage comparisons really does depend. Okay, so we're going to get caught in the symbiote once already. We already got caught once. And you're losing, you know, a good 5 seconds or more every time you get caught in that symbiote. So we're gonna take all that into account. Ooh, okay, so all right, so twice. He got caught twice. At 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's about 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Okay, so he got caught twice. I mean, guys, look at the damage. Look at the damage difference here. Look at this. You know, I'm hearing that Thor is weaker than Beta Ray Bill, but Jesus, man. I don't know. We'll see. Oh my God. Woof. Okay, 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 okay. Let's get him one more time. Whoa, wow. Wow, wow, wow. And all we need is one more. Okay, so 3 minutes 15. 3 minutes 15, and Beta got caught in the symbiote a couple times. So actually Beta Ray Bill is doing better than Thor, at least just from this test. And I know, you know, not everything's always optimal or perfect, but they really are fairly close. I mean, honestly, it's just going to depend on when your proc lands. How well their runs are going to be will depend on how much damage they're going to do over time. But, I mean, honestly, guys, 3 minutes and 12 from Thor, 3 minutes and 15 from Beta, and you can knock off another, you know, 5-10 seconds for Beta because of getting caught in the symbiote more often than Thor. So Beta looks like he's doing more damage, but it's so close that, honestly, I think they're pretty damn close in power. But the thing is, when you're looking at comparing these characters, one of them has a freaking mythic uniform, which offers an insane amount of stats. I mean, 25% attack is a lot. And Thor is using a rage. I'm actually really curious as to how well he would do with a judgment, because judgments proc a lot better than rages for the most part. It's one of the reasons I like them, because these things, activation rate, 10% chance when attacking. When attacking, guys. So when you're just, you know, going after them and landing a hit, that's when the proc will engage. This thing is way more consistent than the Rage, which procs whenever activation rate 20% chance rate when dealing a critical attack. So you got to do crit hits, and then you have a 20% chance when you do a critical hit to proc the CTB of Rage. So I really just always have loved the Judgment a lot more, and really wonder how well Thor would do, because with the Judgment, he would be so much more consistent. Like whenever you hit that 4th skill, you saw me in the runs I was doing, I'd hit the 4th skill and the proc wouldn't engage. I'm just like waiting and waiting and waiting, and the Rage proc would not engage. But with the Judgment, it would. It would engage. It's just way more consistent. So I really wonder what the comparison would end up like if I would have had a Judgment. Honestly, I think Thor, pretty much almost maxed out compared to a Beta Ray build. That's pretty much, with this almost the same energy attack. They're pretty freaking close. I do think Beta is just a little bit stronger because, one, I wasn't using a Rage in this comparison, but in all honesty, but to be fair, Thor's proc didn't really engage when it should. They are very, very close. There's an argument to be made really for saying that Thor's stronger, and really for saying that Beta Ray Bill is stronger. They're so close that it's not even funny. Thing about this to me and this is the reason that I think Thor should be stronger. Thor beats the hell out of Beta in this comic book run. Like, it's not even a fight. So he should clearly be the stronger one. I love Beta Ray Bill, but Thor should clearly be the stronger one. He has the uniform. He has a tier 3, which doesn't really mean anything because they make Awakened characters so strong it's not even freaking funny. I mean, look at Moonstone, #1 in Null. But having said that, I do feel that both of these characters are very close in power. Let me know in the comments what you all think. Do you think Thor's weaker than Beta Ray? Do you think he's stronger? Or do you think they're just so close it's actually really difficult to tell? So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.